Twice every week, Canadian National runs a local from East Peoria down to Decatur by way of the Peoria subdivision. This local is Canadian National L557. In this weekend's video, we'll get to watch one of these jobs in action as the crew handles loads for a steel plant in Pekin, see a solo EMD roar up a stiff grade, and chase his train through a couple of towns and scenic locations along the countryside. Starting things off along Hannah Drive in Pekin, Illinois, we'll get to see part of this local making its way over to the Hannah Steel Corporation. Right now, the crew has tied down the rest of their train so they can take this single-loaded coil car to the facility and pick up 2 additional empties. Getting a better view with the drone, we can watch as the crew first uncouples the power and pulls into the spur for Hannah Steel. As the locomotive approaches the main door and eases to a halt, we can get a closer look at the power for today's train. This unit is an EMD SD70M-2 and is one of a 50-unit order Canadian National placed back in 2007. This locomotive has an incredible power output of 4,300 horsepower and sounds great when working hard. Once the crew of L557 is coupled back up to the empties, they'll pull back out onto the main, deliver the load, then shove the empties back to the rest of their consist. We'll pick back up near Derby Street, where we'll see the conductor riding the shove back to their train. Now at this point, all the customers in Pekin have been served and this local will be on the move very soon. With that in mind, we'll get some headroom and make our way towards Green Valley. As we watch the local snake up this hill, listen to the locomotive run 8 and roar up the stiff grade. Continuing the chase, the next spot we'll catch this train will be along the Sugar Creek Trestle, just 3 miles outside of Hartsburg, Illinois. This area is considered one of the more scenic locations along the subdivision and offers a great vantage point off of old Route 121. Right after this spot, we'll turn our attention straight over to the city of Lincoln as this local makes its way down the line and crosses the Union Pacific Springfield subdivision. With L557 continuing south, we'll stop by the next town of Mount Pulaski. Here the Canadian National Peoria and Gilman subdivisions intersect at this railroad interlocking. Let's watch as the local rolls into town, pounds a diamond, and sounds its horn over the crossing. Now just down the tracks you may also notice a second interchanging spur. This track is much larger compared to the one located near the diamond and is mainly used to interchange rail cars between the Peoria and Clinton locals. Now since L557 doesn't have any work assignments in Mount Pulaski, we'll have just enough daylight to catch this train once more as it races along the countryside. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed watching, give this video a like, leave your comments down below, and for more railroad content like this, go ahead and subscribe to Iron Wheel Productions if you haven't already.